is not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand is not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back. Episode 97 of season 2 of the Not the Same Sports Show, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. We're glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be back with y'all for another Not the Same Sports Show. Listen, man, if you're watching us right now on YouTube or Facebook or Pirate Stream, man, wherever you're looking at it, if they got a like button, I need you to hit it in about 5 seconds. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button. And number 3, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we are literally right now. As we is literally right now.
And right now, what we're going to literally do is shout out everybody of the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Sports Show, our MTMV Sports family right down there in the left-hand corner. Y'all make sure y'all go over there to see everything that they got going. The full 94, the main card. We talking about Red and Bold. And I think that's everybody over there right now as far as the MTMV Sports family go, including ourselves. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Parable 365. Praise 365, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News,
yes, sir.
His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, the 520 Collective, and the Kingdom Now Network. They may not all do the sports show, but in one facet or another, they play us two one words, whether it be the E3 Bible study, the Not the Same Sports Show, or the Not the Same podcast where it all started. Also, we want to give a hand clap real quick, man.
I got you.
Yes, sir. That hand clap is to all my sneaker peekers out there. So if you peeping us on Facebook tonight, whether it be YouTube, however you're looking at us, or if you are listening and you never say anything, that is a shout out to all our sneaker peekers. Do us a favor if you are sneaking a peek. If you're over on Facebook, hey, step out the boat, walk on faith, and come over to YouTube and do what you see on the screen right now. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button as my man puts it up on the screen right now. If you're looking at us on Facebook, it is okay to click the link and come over to YouTube. It is okay. You can go back to streaming on Facebook. We only going to be before you for about 45 minutes. We ain't one of the ones to be like, we got a short sermon and you go on for 4 hours. We got you for 45 minutes, fam. I promise you. So make sure y'all do that. 45 minutes. Make sure y'all do that for us, man. What's good with you, see?
Man, I can't call it, man. Great weekend of sports, man.
Excellent weekend of sports, bro.
Excellent weekend of sports, man. If you love sports, this is one of the best times other than right around September when everything is wrapping up and the NBA is starting. But right now, as the NBA is wrapping up, and college basketball is going, man. It's a lot of good stuff going on, brother. I'll let you say your piece in a minute, but
as you say it, it's just scrolling across the ticker right there, like
just
slowly. I've never seen our ticker go that slow until I just saw the Duke UConn score. Hey man, what you got this mug on slow mo tonight?
Hey man,
don't
take that
ticker
off.
Be moving.
That must be all in his flesh. Man, take that ticker off. We don't need no ticker no more. Skip a ticker.
No ticker. Shoot. They ain't looking at it anyway.
Let's see what's popping, man. Somebody tell me what's poppin'. All right, this is our What's Poppin' segment. We talk about all type of sports. No NFL tonight, man. You know, with the draft coming soon, we'll get into it then. But definitely NBA and NCAA college basketball, March Madness, to be exactly direct. But I want to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Mr. G, what's up, my ninja? You know what I'm saying? D. Wine,
over there
to see
smiling.
you, sis.
He can't wait.
I know. What's up, Hagens, and everyone else in the inside the my one words chat box. You know what I'm saying?
Box. Yes,
all right, man.
Yes.
What we starting with, brother? What you want to start with? The NBA? You want to go to the NCAA, brother?
You know what, bro? We gonna go with the NBA. Go ahead and do that top 10 real quick. I ain't ready.
He ain't ready. All right, NBA top 10. My brother. All right, man. NBA top 10. Number 1, the Thunder. Number 2, the Spurs. Number 3, the Celtics. Number 4, the Pistons. Number 5, the Knicks. Number 6, the Lakers. Number 7, the Nuggets. 8, the Cavs. Number 9, the Timberwolves. Number 10, the Rockets. Thoughts on this top 10, brother?
I want to give a public apology to the New
Okay.
York Knicks. Every week I say the Knicks, why are they so high up? And then I realize these one words are third in the East. And if I'm going to give the Lakers their props for being third in the West, I
Yeah.
got to give the Knicks. I think what it is, the Knicks are so meh that I forget that they up there. You did what I'm saying? Because I
Bro,
got
what they is, bro? What they is?
We in Minnesota now. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cat. I think it's because of Carl Anthony Towns. I was about to say Cat Williams. I think that's what it is. But I got to give Knicks their props, man. I see why they always in that middle of the road. I have no problem with this. Thunder and the Spurs right now are the favorites to come out of the West. Celtics, the way they're playing, I'm happy with them being third. Pistons being fourth. This is all 1-2, 1-2 East and West, and then you got the 3 in Knicks and Lakers. So they got it. They got it right in that sense. Outside of that, man, I really don't have any complaints about. I don't have any complaints about it. The Timberwolves are finally on there, and they're fifth in the West.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are on there. They're fourth in the West. The Cavs are fourth in the West, but they're the number 8. I don't have an issue. I still, because at first I felt like they were throwing teams in there. The Rockets are 6 in the West, and the West is far better than the East. So I'm good with the list this week, man.
Yeah, I can't say I have any complaints. They're showing the Pistons love, especially with Cade Cunningham being out, and they still winning.
Ball, bro.
They playing ball. That's
They
a good
playing
team.
ball.
Shout out to JB Bickerstaff, man. I think he's a good coach. He got that team committed to playing defense. They play like the city likes their teams. I think that is so important for when there's an NBA franchise. There's a way the city like the team. Detroit is known for what? Rough and tough players, bad boys, defense, grinding. You know what I'm saying? That's what you like. The Lakers is known for run and gun, flashy. You know what I'm saying? New York is also known for that grind. They're not really grinding like they used to. Not to dig too much into the Knicks, man, but I wonder if they're regretting letting go of Thibodeau. Because they don't have the same grit they had last year, bro.
They that's what I say. They meh. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They look like they can win it all last year. You know, it's like, okay, next year, another year under Thibodeau. Look, they complained about the way he was playing them too much and all that, man. But, bro, they didn't punk out for no fights. Detroit has been dog-walking them every game this year. They got dog-walked last night by the Rockets. The Rockets ain't that good.
They not that the good, Rockets man. Really need they really need their point guard. I want to kind of go to Mr. G.
Go ahead, bro.
Saying he feel like the Hawks should get love.
I ain't mad.
Look. The Hawks are 43-33, and the Rockets are 46-29, and that's the exact reason. And the Rockets are in the West.
Yeah,
that's the reason the Hawks are not in it, because nobody takes the East serious, and it's been like that for years. If you go back and just look over the years, you had Boston, then you had Pistons, the Bulls, Miami got theirs, but the West has dominated championships outside of Boston winning 8 straight.
Right.
But the West has always been that powerhouse. That's why you see teams trade a guy out of the East and send his tail to the West and let you go battle over there. They always get them out that division so that they can go, or out that conference to let them go over there. But I don't have a quarrel with that, Mr. G. I actually agree with you, but I understand what they're doing when it comes to the record and with the Rockets, and then KD on the squad. So, he gonna always get some type of love.
All right, man. Let's do the impress, depress in the NBA, man. Eastern Conference. Who are you impressed with, my brother?
Look, I just said the men team, the Knicks. I give them a lot of crap on this power ranking.
You impressed? You calling them man?
They still man, and I give them. I say this is what I said. I give them a lot of crap in the power rankings, but they third in the East, 7-3 in the last 10, tied for the best 10-game win total. Now there's 4 other teams who 7-3 in their last teams, but I think because Karl Anthony Towns be doing a lot of FBRD type stuff. I don't I don't normally give them
Good one. Good one.
So yeah, I'm impressed with the Knicks.
I'm gonna say I'm impressed with the Atlanta Hawks, who Mr. G said should have been in the top 10. I actually agree with you, Mr. G. The Knicks, I mean not the Knicks, the Hawks are actually 8-2 in their last 10.
They
you know
are.
what I'm saying?
They are.
They traded away their superstar and got better because they got a better superstar that's more fitted for the right now NBA. I think Trae Young is awesome, but he's also a small guard. You only go so far with a small guard. We talked about this before on the show.
We did.
Johnson is a hooper. He's a baller. He's a big man. He's shooting a three good. He's going through the hole. And, they got a good team. They got a bunch of long dudes. That is the new NBA. Length. You know what I'm saying? 6'7", 6'8" dudes with 7'1", 7'2" wingspans is how you winning right now. Look at the Spurs.
Right.
Look at the Thunder. Look at the Pistons. All of them are similar, man. None of them got small point guards. None of them. That tells you something. All right, D-Press in the East, bro.
I got to go with my Miami Heat. I know I'm rocking them on the hat tonight, but the Heat went from 4th in the East to 9th in the last 2 weeks. Look, Bam's 83 has jacked up reality for the Miami Heat. The 83 happened. Bam's still talking about the 83. Bam, let it go.
Let it go,
I need
dog.
you to come back because right now, y'all dropped. Y'all went from number 4. I mean, they was 4th in the East, and now we're 9th in the play-in. Like, what are we doing right now? Now, granted, they're 40-36. And they're only a game behind, a half a game, of 2 games. They can bounce back real easy in that East. But I'm depressed about my squad, bro.
I'm going to say I'm depressed with the team right above your team, though, Orlando Magic. They was your team was 5. Magic always was up to like 5 or 4 as well. In their last 10 games, 3-7. The Magic will fall apart. I guarantee you this. They don't win in the first round, that coach getting fired. Because they made the big move to get Desmond Bane. Now, I love Bane. Bane ain't no superstar, obviously, and they seeing it. He's a good role player. He's not a lead player. Like, he's a leader, but he's not a lead player, if I say that. He should be your number 3. He shouldn't be your number 2. And they're seeing it. And Paolo is kind of wishy-washy, although he's a dookie. But he's kind of wishy-washy, man.
He ain't got the dog. He ain't
got that dog in him, man. And, it's not good enough for your number 2 to have a dog in him, but your number 1 ain't got it. It don't work like that. You need your number 1 to have that dog. So the Magic, man, they really are my depressed team, man, because they should have been better. As you know, in the summer, man, everybody thought the Magic was gonna be like 1 or 2 in the East. They've never been that high. Never.
Well, they have not been, but injury, the Wagner brothers, Morantz and Bonds, or whatever. They both they both got hurt. Right. And then you had your boy what's the Jalen what's the Jalen that's down there right now?
Oh yeah. Jalen
Suggs. Yeah. So Suggs he was so they haven't had a complete team.
Yeah.
I kind of give them, but Paolo has to do a better job of being a dog every night. And so I agree with you on that, bro.
Impressed in the West, my brother.
Look, the Nuggets look like they're gearing up. Joker putting up triple doubles like they free throws. And we take it for granted so much that even though he in the top 3 of MVP, we only talking about SGA and Wemby. And the only reason we're really talking about Wemby because he made a case for himself. Otherwise, it would be SGA all day. That's all I'll say about that.
All right, man, I got to say I'm impressed with the Los Angeles Lakers. I am not a Lakers fan at all.
No.
I never liked the Lakers, not a day in my life. Never. But they've been balling, man. 9-1 in their last 10. It's the greatest thing about the Lakers. And what I got to give, I don't have a hat on, but I say take my hat off too. LeBron has settled into being a role player. And that made that team so dangerous. He has decided to acquiesce to Luka and Reeves. He said, I'll be number 3. I'll be the cleanup. I average about 18. I play some D. You know what I'm saying? Like, big salute to LeBron, man, because that takes some real maturity to do that.
Maturity, yeah.
Because he's been a superstar since the moment he hit the league, he was a superstar. He didn't grow into a superstar. I think LeBron was an all-star first year. Like, this dude always been a superstar. And for him to do that in this year, and he's still healthy, he's still, agile to be, he 42. This one word, 40, almost 43 years old.
Almost 42.
Yeah, 41, 42. He's still dunking, still playing good, man. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with the Lakers, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is what I say about LeBron. LeBron has had the most dunks this season since 2018. Bro, we in 2026.
Yeah, man.
That's
It's nuts, bro.
that's crazy.
All right, D-Press in the West, bro.
I got to go with the Warriors, man. They're 10th right now in the West, and now they're going to play Steph because they don't want to lose that to ensure a play-in spot. Now
Yeah.
you get ready to put Steph out there, and now Steph got to do spectacular things,
Yes.
and you hope they make it in the play-in.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Memphis Grizzlies. That's who I'm depressed with.
I agree.
Now that I'm seeing what's this dude's name? I can't remember this dude's new name. He's been hurt all year. He came back, and this man is cold. He played for the Cavs last year. Now he played for us. Whatever. All the injuries, the way they handle this season, the way they handle this tank, I don't like none of it. If you say you're going to build with young players and still have people on minute restrictions when they not hurt, that's asinine. I hate it. I hate the way they doing this. And I mean, me as an insider for that team, I probably am the only one to understand that because you just think we should be losing no matter what. But you got to tank with a purpose, in my opinion. You can't tank and let the players do whatever they want to do because then you build a culture of losing. I don't want you to build a culture of losing. You need to be thinking, okay, we're going to bottom out this year and we come trying to bounce back next year. That's the mind you got to think when you tanking. Not like a memorial tanker like the Wizards or something. Now, the Wizards trying to come up out of it. But for the last, 10 years, they've been tanking. Starting the season tanking. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. All right, man. Move on from my team because I get frustrated talking about them. All right, we're going to go to NCAA. I'm sorry, brother. I had to do it. We got the bracket up here.
It is, man. It is.
It is what it is. So, last weekend, we had games between Duke and UConn. It had a crazy ending. Rob told me about the ending. I was at piano practice. I didn't even know. I was just like, what this brother talking about? And I was like, oh, I ain't even text the brother. He'll tell me. I ain't even text him. I just like, man, I'm sorry, bro. One thing I will say about this, we ain't talked about it on purpose. I know that had to hurt. But one thing I will say about this, bro, that I love so much. Caden Boozer, he went up there and took questions. That's respectable. That's going to be probably the worst thing he do in his life as a basketball player. You know, you can understand why it happened. You know what I'm saying? Push come to shove, you in the last seconds. You don't think. You had two players down the court that you could have thrown it to. You could have head faked up and threw it down. It's split-second thinking. Made a mistake, man. They lost the game. It is what it is. But what I respect about that young man, he seemed to have a head on his shoulders. That he took questions like a champ. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bow out. He didn't run from it. He took questions and took responsibility. So big salute for that, but I hate your team lost. Iowa, Illinois won. Hey, I didn't know Illinois was that type of team.
I didn't know they was this good, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't respect your work. I didn't know you did that, dog.
I didn't know either. Yeah, man.
Tennessee, Michigan.
They've been 8 all year.
Yeah, Tennessee, Michigan. Tennessee got the floor white with them. You know what I'm saying? Period. Arizona, Purdue hung for a half. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end, you start hearing U of A, and Arizona got the rolling. Yeah. Got the rolling.
Got cooked like one of them chickens.
All right, brother, go ahead. The floor is yours, brother.
No, I got what I'll say about the Soapbox. Okay. I got you. But what I'm gonna say about this, the UConn Duke game, for everybody, this is what I hate. People who don't watch the sport and then come and text me about how we lost.
Oh yeah. Cause you know people naturally hate Duke like people naturally hate the Lakers because they always good.
People hate winners, but this is what I'll say, and I'll get to it a little more in my soapbox.
Okay,
I am not mad at the loss because if I lost at a half court shot, even though when he let it go, I said, God, boom. No.
We know what that brother really said.
You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't. No, I don't. That's one curse word I ain't never said.
Nah,
but anyway,
those two words don't go together.
Yeah, they don't go together at all. The Iowa, I watched every game this past weekend, man. So the Iowa-Illinois game, I didn't know Illinois was this good, man. I did not know they were this good. But the funny part, and I'll give you something about this Duke game. Duke females lost earlier in the day, and I said that's a sign we're gonna lose today. Yeah, I said we're gonna lose today, and I spoke it, and it's what happened. Anyways, Arizona, they look like national champions right now. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. because they've handled business from round 1 all the way to now. And then Michigan, the reason I'm not going with Michigan at all is because I saw how Duke was able to get them, and Arizona don't have some of the weaknesses that Duke have, where we got to come back from behind all the time. So I know we're not here yet, and it's not going to be a part of our debate fuel, but I got UConn beating Illinois.
Yeah.
I got Arizona. I got UConn and Arizona in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And because UConn beat my Duke Blue Devils, so I can say, well, at least we lost to the national champions. I got UConn doing it. But it's something we said last week, and I'm going to let you go. Last week we said, because we was talking about the Sweet 16, you got to remember 2 games got played to get to the Final Four, and we're just now getting back on. But you and I both said UConn team is different because of their coach. And that's the difference, the coaching. If it's UConn and Arizona, it's going to come down to X's and O's, and Hurley is a different beast. We'll talk about that one a little later.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my picks then since you did yours. I got UConn beating Illinois in a very close one because Illinois is a lot better than what they expecting. A lot better than what they expecting. Like Mr. G said, they got a lot of Euros out there. They got Stojakovic's son, and he's not a shooter.
No,
go
he's
figure.
Straight to the rack, bro.
Getting buckets though. You know what I'm saying? Very good team. They point guard Keaton Wagler, I believe that's their point guard. I didn't like him till I saw him in that game. I was like, oh, he nice. Yeah, drop on down to my pick. I'll take him. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, side note, this is the year of mixed basketball players, bro. They finna be a problem. Good hair, afro, light skin, mixed brothers. And listen, here's a joke for you guys. Black players are known for being what in the NBA?
Athletes.
White
dunkers.
players are known for being what in the NBA?
Shooters.
These mixed boys, double bag. They athletic and they shooting in this thing. It's like he's like, oh, your mama and the mama can hoop too, and mama can shoot.
Right.
Bruh. Anyway, all right. So I got UConn in the close one over Illinois, and then UConn to the champs. I got Arizona over Michigan. Also in the close one. I think both games gonna be good. And then I got Zona gonna wax UConn in the championship.
Yeah.
And
that's probably
I think
what's gonna happen.
Craziness ain't gonna be able to beat all the talent Arizona got. Arizona
that's
got
probably
all
what's
kinds
gonna
of
happen.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping the national champions put us out. That's my wishful thinking. In reality, I told everybody at work today, Arizona gonna win the national championship.
Now I'm laughing at Hagen's talking about Bryce or Bronny. I mean, Bryce maybe eventually, but Bronny can't even get on the court. That's how deep that team is. We ain't seen Bronny.
This is what Bronny came on the other night when Luka was suspended. They finally let Luka get suspended for the Washington Wizards game. Go figure, right?
I'm sorry, I'm saying Bronny, but I mean Bryce.
We ain't seen Bryce because the Arizona team is so deep. You're right. This is what I'm gonna say. Me and C went on this show and we talked about Bronny needs to build. He needs to build. Well, guess what? This is year 2. This is his second year. We're seeing the development of Bronny James. So when everybody thought we was hating and our rant went up to 11K on people just hating the mess out of us,
right?
Like hating us big time because we was talking about, all them LeBron. There you go. We was talking about LeBron James' son, and we were only saying he needed to get it out the mud. And what's the coach name? Lakers. I can't think of his name.
Reddick.
Yeah. So JJ sends him down, brings him back up. If Bronny not shooting that thing like he's supposed to, Bronny went 2 for 10 the other night. JJ Redick was happy because he was actually shooting the ball. But down in the G League, Bronny is starting to dominate. So just give him another year because you got to think this would be year 2 in college. He wasn't a one and done player. He had to develop. He might have been a 4-year guy. Bronny gonna be all right, man. And this is all me and C was saying from the jump. He needed to develop.
One more thing that you may not expect from Bronny, he can still grow.
Right.
Bryce is tall. Bron is tall. Bronny is the shortest. He may have some more time to grow a little bit. As for Bryce, Mr. G said he's a red shirt. I mean, it's a good year to red shirt.
He did.
Stay in college, youngin. Stay in college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, man. We're going to get into our soapbox segment, man. Let's go.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment when me and Rob go off for 2 minutes on subjects like I normally go off on whatever's on my mind. Rob normally goes off on sports, but sometimes we switch it up. We got time to look like that. When it's over, it's just over. As tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I'm ready, man.
Let's go.
Hey, check it out. Everybody saw what happened to my squad. We took a L, and it's not off of the 3-point shot that happened at the half court. We blew a lead. We blew a giant lead. Why? Because we started playing conservative. And I don't want to hear all this stuff about the coach. Oh, can he win the big one? This is his second year as head coach. Last year, he went to the Final Four. I mean, the Elite Eight. No, Final Four, got put out. And this year, he went to the Elite Eight. That's a coach in his second year. I'll take them odds any and every day, all day. Now, as far as the coach, as far as on the floor, we had a giant lead, and UConn just kept scrapping and scrapping and scrapping. And this is the problem with my Duke Blue Devils. St. John's did it. UConn did it. When you start playing hood ball with a bunch of one words against some X's and O's type stuff, they don't have a killer on their squad.
Public
now,
private.
Boozer is a killer X and O style. But when you start talking about taking the county kids against locally what we call Vashon, and you put them together, Vashon kids got some hood hoopers. Houston, that's why they put us out last year. They had a bunch of one words who played hood ball against X's and O's. And when it comes down to that, you know what it comes down to? Flat out heart. And everybody didn't have heart. They gave up that lead. They started playing conservative. And you can blame the coach if you want to, Shire, whatever you want to do. And as far as that last play, my youngin saw the short guy in front of him. When you're on the court, if you play basketball, you have blind spots, especially if I'm looking at C this way. I see my man in front of me. I go to throw the ball, and the guy out my blind side comes and blocks that ball, and then they hit the half-court shot. I'm not making no excuses. We blew a lead. That half-court shot to lose, look, you hit a half-court, you deserve to go on. But we blew that lead. I get it. But I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm a Miami Heat, 9th place right now, and I'm a Duke Blue Devil fan who gone fishing. It don't matter. I'm 10 toes down, baby.
All right. My soapbox is on this. During this time of the year, right now, we have March Madness. Everybody gets their brackets. You know, everybody who likes basketball, kind of likes basketball, don't know nothing about basketball. They fill out the brackets. They try to win a little bracket at their office, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to get a little money or whatever. Office pool, whatever you call it. And it's all fun and games. And I love it. It's cool. You know, you make a little bracket or whatever. Here's what I don't love. Rob kind of mentioned it earlier, and I want to speak on it. Now, none of my favorite college teams are in the NCAA tournament right now, but I'm used to having that feeling that Rob had. When you lose, and it hurts when your college team lose. It's part of it. What I despise so much is talking basketball with people that don't know basketball. And they trying to talk crazy. Or ain't never bounced the ball a day in their life. So you don't know how to watch it, don't know how to play it, but you got comments for days. You want to talk crazy for days. You want to talk about, yeah, man, they always suck. And it's like, okay, do you know what backcourt mean? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what carry mean? Anything about the sport at all? And a lot of times the answer is no. They just talking. You know, it's just like it's similar to like when people watch the Super Bowl. They come in to watch the halftime show, but then they try to talk about football as if they really watch football all the time, but they really don't. So they get to talking all out of pocket and talking stupid. And if you don't understand it, it's cool. But here's the problem. If you know you don't understand it, stop talking crazy.
Go sit down.
Go sit down somewhere, dog. If you don't understand it, if you want to rag on somebody like people picking on Rob, man, your team lost, ha, ha, ha. Okay, cool. Don't start talking about the intricacies of the game as if you really watched it or if you even knew what's going on. You making yourself look real stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pick on my brother because they lost. And you'll be cool. He ain't gonna look at you sideways, whatever, man. When you start talking about, this dude ain't no good coach anyway, or this dude don't even know what he doing. And I thought Boozer trash anyway. Okay, what position he play? Well, shut up then. Come on, bro.
Right.
All right, man, let's get into our debate fuse segment. Here we go. I love Mr. G.
Hand clap that one word, man. Hand clap that one word.
Hold on, I gotta put it up.
Don't save Rob. See, let him sit there with that pain. LOL. No saving him tonight.
Don't save him. Don't save him. That's a good one, Mr.
Oh
G.
man.
Ooh, boy, my
What
face
is
hurt.
I hate when they root for whoever is the face of the league like a real fan. All of them. Oh yeah, my home fans or whatnot. I will say this, and then we'll get to our debate fuel. Mr. G, you are absolutely correct. Hurley outcoached Shire, but again, this is Shire's second year as a head coach. He's gonna get outcoached, but he will win a championship. Not because I'm a Duke fan, but because of how far he's gotten his
Nah,
teams.
he a good coach. Ain't nobody.
Yeah.
People know that man a good coach. Come on, bro.
Well, he'll win a chip. He gonna win one.
Yeah, I mean,
soon.
he got close already. One word ain't been coaching them about 5 years, and already been to the championship once. So you know what I'm saying?
So
He'll be all right.
yeah.
All right, bro. Let's get all right. This side of the Bayview segment, Rod had me all off. This side of the Bayview segment, me and Rob go off, argue back and forth sometimes. Not much, but every once in a while over particular subjects like you'll see on the screen. We have a time to look like this. When it's over, it's over. First subject for the night. Look, gonna get a little serious right now, but I need y'all to bear with us, man, because I think this is a very important situation to talk about. All right. Let me put it up. Where it go? Here we go. Were the Bulls wrong for waiving Jaden Ivey? Were the Bulls wrong? I need to change his name. It's spelled wrong. But were the Bulls wrong for waiving Jaden Ivey? Now, if you're not privy to what happened, the long and short of it, he got on a social media rant, I believe Instagram, and he was going off. He's a believer, Christian believer, and he's one of the ones that's condemning everybody to hell and stuff. And he went to going off on some of the pride nights and stuff of the NBA, was calling the NBA hypocrites and wrong for doing that. And the next day he was waived. That's the short version of that. There's much more to this because the video wasn't only about that. The video went on for a good 10 minutes to the point where he's on the airplane screaming into his phone. But go ahead, brother.
I don't think they should have waived him. I think they should have saved him. And what I mean by that, found out.
Come on, bro.
What's going on with you?
Yes.
Now, this is what I don't like. Although what he was saying was correct, how he went about saying it was all the way wrong. And that's the part that was messed up more than anything. And then he came for Steph Curry talking about he wasn't a real Christian. That was a part of his rant as well. Waving him, though, listen, man, that community is very powerful, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
And most of these games are played on the community's platform, which is Disney.
Yep.
You're not going to win that battle, bro. And if you willing to take it on the chin, now your check is cool. Now, when you was in Detroit, you averaged 17. You've been a decent player. You was a good, serviceable man. But
draft pick.
Yeah, you were good. But
yeah,
take your winnings and go ahead overseas, bro. Because I don't think they're gonna let them back in.
All right, so we're gonna go over 5 minutes on this because I think this is a very important subject in a lot of ways. But I'm gonna start with
bunch
this.
of ways. Let's get it.
Number one, my brother works for the government. My sis D works for the government. Other people in this chat work for the government. Can you, as a government employee, take shots at that community on a public platform? Would it go well for your job? Now,
not at all.
Neither one of y'all, not to get in neither one of y'all pockets, you or D, love both of y'all. None of y'all are millionaires from that job, right?
Correct.
So why? Because he's a millionaire, and I understand there's freedom of speech. There's not freedom of consequence, though. There is freedom of speech. You can say what you want to say, but you can't say there's no consequences. Even if, from my belief system, as a Christian, I can agree with some of the things he's saying. But when you go to work, they don't hire you to proselytize, or evangelize. Like, that's how you get fired. Like, your walk as a believer is supposed to evangelize when you're at work. They're not paying for you to tell people about Jesus. They're not paying for you to question people about fornicating. They're not paying for you to tell somebody you ain't going to be right on Judgment Day. They don't pay you for that, right? He's a representative of the NBA. That's why he's known as the Bulls' Jaden Ivey. And now all of our believers have got together, ain't watched one Bulls game. Here's another part about this that's hilarious because, his jersey sales went up because a lot of the agenda-based Christians supporting him now. Like, yeah, we standing with him because all they heard was a slight against a particular community, which they have a disagreement with, and they ain't heard nothing else. Listen, one, we need to pray for his mental health. This brother been through a lot, and he's going through a lot literally right now, and he's spazzing out, like they say, left wing or right wing, and it's like a far right or far left. He's going far to one side. Although there's some truth in what he's saying, the truth without love is not effective. Obviously, as we see. If you walk down the street and you see the sign saying, Judgment Day is coming, you going to hell. How many of you people walk up to him and be like, hey, you know what? I want to receive Jesus now. It don't normally work like that. So and another reason he was waived, and because he pointed out Anthony Edwards. He said Anthony Edwards did it. He called him out too because he said something similar. And Anthony Edwards still have his job, right? Here's a reason why Anthony Edwards have his job. Anthony Edwards is a superstar. He sells shoes. He sells the NBA. They're going to probably end up in the Eastern Conference because he's a superstar, to put more superstars over there. Jaden Ivey ain't played. He's been hurt. He's been injured. I'm not diminishing his talent. He was awesome at Purdue. He played with Zach Edey. They was awesome. But, brother, if you see this, and if you ever get another chance, because I agree with Rob, and I'm going to let you go, I fully agree with Rob. Although I think he was totally wrong for doing that in public, I understand where he's coming from, and I think he should have been suspended and talking to and said, if you do it again, then this. Not just quickly waived. To me, the waiving was a problem. But the reason he wasn't suspended or had a slap on the wrist like Anthony Edwards was because Anthony Edwards is Anthony Edwards, and he's Jaden Ivey. Go ahead, brother.
And also, Anthony Edwards didn't bash the league in itself. He came toward the league. They hypocrites.
Bingo.
There it is.
That's
Anthony
right.
Anthony Edwards is a flat out one word.
One word. He's
and
ninja.
he took some backlash
Absolutely.
for his community comments.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? But he didn't bash the league. You dig what I mean? And like you say, he's a superstar. Like Jaden Ivey, this is the part that I will say, I understand where you're coming from. You just got to watch your platform. And if somebody come across this is what I'm going to say.
Go ahead,
if you're something from a biblical standpoint, by loving kindness have I drawn thee. Now, you could be loving kindness and say, yo, this ain't right. We should do this a different way. And you ain't got to support it or, all of that good stuff, right?
Right.
But for him to lose his job over it just goes to show you, bro, listen, man, first of all, because he said all of this is temporary. Absolutely correct. This is temporary. The job, this world, what is seen is forever, what you know what I'm saying? But what we see is temporary and subject to change. I get all of that. But sometimes we can be so overzealous that it messes us up. And you gotta navigate a different way. Now, for my Christians sitting back watching, see, I told you they lukewarm. No, it's not about being lukewarm. It's about being smart about where you're at. Your light has to shine in those ways. And if you're standing up, then guess what? If the Lord has told you the NBA ain't it, you need to go.
You can do like old dude for Atlanta, where he retired early. Say, look, I'm going to go be a preacher.
Retire, and then you go preach, and you preaching, go for it, brother. But the way you're doing it, the enemy takes that and then makes it look weird. He perverts what it is you're trying to say because you didn't lie. But if you do it from a hatred standpoint, then your hatred is not the way to go. You don't go with hate.
Here's the point, and we'll get off of this. But me and my brother are Christian. We do Christian shows. We do a Bible study. But when you go to work, yes, you are a Christian. You're not at work to exemplify your Christianness through your words, right? Your Christianness or your Christian standing or your lifestyle are shown by the way you act, the way you respond. Your actions show that. You, like I said earlier, nobody is paying you to preach to your coworkers. That ain't it, right? So the NBA got sponsors from everybody. They got sponsors from LGBTQ communities and all the other letters. They got sponsors from Muslim communities. They got sponsors from everybody. Like, in our worldview, yes, he's right. But there's Muslims there. There's other religions there. You know what I'm saying? And all those people work together. Now, there's another Christian that don't believe in none of that. That in the league got his own Christian tennis shoe. Play for the Orlando Magic. You know what I'm saying? I seen him when we was at Flavor Fest. I can't remember Jonathan Isaac. Very outspoken believer. Similar stances. Kept his job. Like, brother, get your money. Now, if you feel like, hey, ain't no way I don't want to be a part of the system or whatever, then don't do that. Don't do that. Lead the lead. But because if you watch the whole video, this brother is struggling. He's talking about, he said, I'm texting my wife. She ain't responding to me. My family is saying I'm crazy. He got some trauma, man. He got some real trauma that he dealt with. He was molested early. He talked about a lot of these things he did. He said he was addicted to porn. He said all these things he had going on, and now it's all bubbling out, and it's coming out in this judgmental version of our beautiful religion of Christianity. But it's coming out, spewed out as everybody else is wrong, and I'm right.
Yeah.
And that ain't the way to do it. But I'll let you go last, brother, then that'll be it. Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. Y'all go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification for us real quick. Right, what you see on the screen. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. But Mr. G said it best. He says, we all have come across radical Christians. And I said this when I first started. The NBA should have helped them.
Yes.
I said that was my first thing. They should have helped them.
Yeah, man.
And because I saw it, this is a mental situation.
This is
has nothing to do with faith. But when you're mental and you have faith, and then it gets perverted, and then this is what you get, this weirdness and this radicalism, and it happens in every religion, not just Christianity. It happens when somebody gets radicalized, it becomes perverted of what the faith is about. And this is what you get, and we can move on from that.
I mean,
man,
this is how you have people suicide bombers. All
there you go. And I was about to go there,
you know what I'm saying?
But I just left it alone.
I am not a Muslim. I have Muslim neighbors. Let me tell y'all something. As a Christian, we were Christians living next to Muslim neighbors. There was a Muslim family. Rob, you've seen them before. When we stayed in our old place. They gave my wife a car.
Yeah,
they gave my wife a car. You see what I'm saying? And they're Muslim. I didn't never judge them. I never did nothing. I just loved them with the love of God. They knew exactly what I stood on. They knew exactly what my wife stood on. And she said, you are like my children. We love you. You've been so kind. I've never met. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, any radicalized person can do crazy stuff. I.e., 2 years ago, Kanye. Same thing. This is the same type of stuff. Remember Kanye a couple of years ago going at everybody? But anyway, we went way too long, man. I just wanted to give that space like it needed.
Pray for that, brother, is what I say,
definitely pray for Jaden Ivey, man. Brother, I hope you get back in the league. Not that your whole life got to be that league, but you have special talents and gifts, and I think you good. You was a hooper in college, and I think you still got it, brother. I pray you get all back that the enemy is trying to take from you, brother. For real. All right. Next one. Who's most likely to come out of the Eastern Conference? I'm talking about to the finals. So who's most likely to come out the Eastern Conference? Mr. Davis.
The fact that Cade has a collapsed lung, that ain't something you just come back from, especially when you're talking about best of 7. I think the Celtics is coming out of the East, man. If they stay healthy, the way, listen, Tatum ain't missed a beat. Achilles what? You dig what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, this boy different. You know what I mean? And he put in the work, and nobody expected the Celtics to be where they are, and it looks like they're going to be coming out of the East. I want somebody to tell me in the chat right now who can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series as of right now, as hot as they are.
Right.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Y'all can go ahead and put your stuff in there. What you got, see?
Yeah, man, you took my answer. I was going to say the Boston Celtics. Now, I'm very impressed by the Pistons. Very impressed. But like what Rob said, Cade coming off of the injury. Now, I think he's a warrior, and I think he's good. But when it comes to secondary scoring, their best secondary scorer is Dennis Jenkins. You know, this dude just came out the G League like a year ago. And he's hooping. And shout out to he deserved what he get. And the big man, I can't remember his name right now.
Durham.
Yeah. Jalen Duran. He's hooping too, but I don't think he's like a suitable full number 2. I think he's more of a 3 player. And when I'm saying 3, I'm talking about the lead your main scorer. Every team got one. Like Cade Cunningham, Wemby, Steph lead your number ones, but you need a strong number 2 to pick up the slack when number 1 ain't doing that. And I think they got a number 1 in threes for that team. So that's why I'm scared about that. But Boston, they have experience. Beyond that, Jaylen
Brown.
Jaylen Brown is a different beast this year, bro. Like, shout out to
Different.
Tatum, and I'm glad he came back. But Jaylen Brown is not the same old Jaylen Brown. That team is even better after losing all that talent. Them 3, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Tatum. That's a tough.
Bro,
and the
but
big
then you
man,
got
Quaid or
Pritchard.
whatever his name is, they
And then
nice, bro.
you got Pritchard shooting threes out
Pritchard-
this world. Like,
Pritchard
they got a squad, bro.
Killing it, dog. Hey, Mr. G, he said during this Tubi version of Chris Webber. I mean, okay. Well, I think Webb a little bit better. That's why he say Tubi, yeah. Webb had a J. I mean, doing okay. But yeah, man, I gotta say, I gotta say the Boston Celtics, bro. My number 2 would be Detroit. I don't believe in New York for real. That's making it.
I don't
just
believe in the
it.
Cavaliers because
I don't
both
believe in the Cavs.
Harding and Mitchell seem to disappear in playoff time.
I agree.
I'm just saying that Cleveland squad should be way better. And the 76ers, I just don't get it.
And you know what's crazy is the Cavs really seems like a good team, man. Like, Harden seems to be a great fit for that team. And for what you said, I don't trust Harden. I don't. I mean, I trust Mitchell more than Harden. And I think Harden is better. But I trust Mitchell more than Harden. And I really don't trust neither one of them one words. But they should be good. And, a surprise could be the Hawks. Man, they got all that length. And they young. And they make a difference. Now, they ain't won nothing. They ain't never won nothing. Together, that team ain't never been. The team that's put together now ain't never been in the playoffs together. So, they may not be ready for it. And Detroit ain't went past the first round. Now, I think they primed and set up to go further. But they mess around. Let's see. They 1 seed. They mess around and have to play the Hornets. I mean, they'll beat the Hornets. But the Hornets, they're going to be in a fight. They're going to be in a fight.
That's going to be 6-game series. And
Absolutely.
if they play my
you
Heat,
play your Heat.
they might have an issue on that as far as that goes. But I just think Boston, and you're right, Higgins. Brown had some time to shine while Tatum was out. But the point that we're making is he shined while Tatum was out. You know what I mean? And we didn't see this. We had them in lottery status at the beginning of the season because he was gone, and Brown was like, no. And the reason we saw that because Porzingis is gone. This person is gone.
Yeah.
We didn't see Derek White. Derek White cut his hair off looking like powder out there, and he playing like he playing like crazy. You dig what I mean?
This is facts. Big facts.
So, shout out to Missoula, man. Shout out to Missoula because he came from that what's Freaky Man down in Atlanta. He came out from under his regime, under his tutelage.
Yeah.
Uka,
Udoka.
Udoka. And Missoula took over.
I
can't never say that boy name. That's why I said Freaky Man. So he shout out to Missoula, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Missoula as we move on, man. Missoula, I thought he was a joke of a coach when he first came in. He was doing all this weird stuff, man. But stuff. He know what he doing. He know what he doing, man. All right.
He still do weird stuff though.
Oh yeah, one word still weird, but anyway. All right, next question, man, for the show. Who's going number 1 in the NBA draft? And we're talking about the best college players. Who do you have going number 1, Mr. Davis?
That boy out of BYU different, bro.
He ain't lying.
Facts.
that boy different. He had 35 in the tourney, bro. Like, I understand BYU lost.
Yeah.
What's that boy name? The Banster or whatever.
AJ the Banster.
The Banster. That boy different, bro.
Oh,
I feel like he gonna be. This draft is so deep. It's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, that boy out of BYU different. He definitely gonna be number 1. And then after that, it's just up in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I had the Banster go on 1, man. I think he's the most total package of a college player right now. I think skill and talent wise, Peterson could go number 1, but that man his head ain't on right, man. He was sitting out half the games and checking himself out. He let himself get spooked by them. I think his agent was getting to him or whatever, and I wouldn't trust it. And then too, he didn't ball out in the tournament. Like the Bandston went out swinging. You know what I'm saying? He lost, but he dropped 30-something on them boys. Peterson didn't. Peterson was looking kind of lost out there, man. And this tournament been showing me a lot about a lot of these players, man. Like for a long time, I had your guy, but what I fear about your guy, like his daddy, undersized big man. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Boozer, his daddy, was the same way. Now he was a big man. He had upper under moves. He got a 3-point shot towards the end of his career. Back when you could be 6'8" and be like a real power forward, almost center. That ain't really working right now. So that's what kind of scares. And I think Boozer, he's won everywhere he played. I really like his game, but I hate his athleticism, man. Honestly, as you watch him, he's not very athletic. He can shoot. He's very skilled. He almost plays. He plays to me like an overseas player. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what
I give you that.
He comes like a Luka with a cane, you know. But we said the same thing about Luka, and he worked it out. That's the only hope I have for Boozer. Like he fell to my team, I will be happy because I'll be like, look, Luka ain't got no athleticism neither, and they still can't stop him. So, but I don't think Boozer is that type. I think he'll be a great role player, though. My opinion. He'll be in the league 10 years, no matter what. But I don't see it for like superstar though.
Yeah, G just don't like nobody from Duke. Cause I'm gonna say this: Caleb Wilson that's the one I'll say from North Carolina.
He nice.
He nice, but I don't. He was injured at the end. So does the injury play a factor? You know what I mean? The same
he had
way
a wrist. I think he had a wrist, right?
He didn't play a lot of the end of the season. I don't even think he played in the tourney. I think he had to sit down.
He was hurt.
So it's like he hurt. I gotta see. I don't know. Darren Peterson is up in the air. But Darren Peterson in the head, what you was talking about.
Yeah.
What's my guy out in Utah right now who was acting a fool and everybody was like, he's not gonna last, and he out there playing his best life. The rookie that came out last year.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Played for Utah. I cannot. If anybody can think of his name, the rookie from Utah last year, and he said he wanted to pick where he was going. And
Ace
Bailey. There we go. So Bailey, I don't know, man. I and looking at it.
All right, so if we say top 3, we both got AJ. Number 2, who you got, bro?
It's probably gonna be Darren Peterson.
Okay.
It's gonna be Darren Peterson.
You can't pass the talent, right?
You can't pass the talent up, and then it'll probably be they probably gonna go with Caleb because Caleb is a beast, and then Boozer will be 4.
Yeah. So
Boozer will be 3 or 4.
Yeah,
but it's gonna depend on who get the draft pick.
So we got the first 2 the same. Number 3, I would do Wilson. Yeah. And then 4, I say Boozer. 5, Acuff. Acuff is awesome, but he's a small guard. You know, but he's awesome. Acuff was the Arkansas guard. Arkansas guard.
Yeah.
He's
I know
awesome.
what you're talking about.
Now, he went out swinging too. But little dude from High Point gave him buckets, though. Little dude from High Point was not scared at all. And one thing about Acuff, he plays no D. He got to play some defense, a little bit of defense, you know. And he's small. That's what I fear about him. Like, if my team got him, we just dealt with a 6'2.5" point guard that's athletic. Now, he can actually shoot. And, you know, my guy was a fake thug. I think this one the real one. From Detroit.
Different.
I think he affiliated. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. All right, man. If I see his tour was on here, she'll know what we talking about. I think that boy affiliated, though. All right, last one, man. Another serious subject, man. Thoughts on the Tiger Woods situation. If you do not know what happened to Tiger Woods had been playing in his own little golf tournament. He just got arrested again, I believe, for the 3rd time for DUI.
I'm gonna break it down.
3rd time, bro. What's your thoughts, bro?
This is what I would say. Tiger's fall from grace. 2009 is when he crashed his SUV, and that mud was mangled. Like, everybody thought this is when he lived in Florida. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Then his life unraveled. He spent 45 days in a clinic, and then 2010, he divorced his wife. It finalized.
Yeah.
Jumped to 2017. Again, suspicion of DUI. They found him asleep behind the wheel. He wasn't driving this time. He says it was because of medication. Whatever. Then he 17 later on that year, he pleads guilty to reckless driving and agrees to enter another program. 2021, involved in a single vehicle rollover crash.
Right.
2026, another rollover crash. That my thoughts on it is this: when you fall from grace and you're not at the top of your game, and you're used to being a little G God to people, and now you're human, and you can see you have your flaws.
Right.
It messes up your head, bro. Especially if you got the little G God complex.
Absolutely. Tiger Woods was the most storied golfer ever. He made everybody watch golf. I
He
watched
did.
golf when Tiger Woods was playing. And,
Hmm.
I'm interested in playing golf. I ain't really interested in watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's boring to me to watch, but I do want to learn how to play it. I love Top Golf. It's fun. But I say this, man, like, I fear what's going to happen to him, man, if he don't get his stuff together, bro. For real. Like, if mangling your leg don't stop you, driving off a cliff. He drove basically off a cliff,
Off
bro.
a cliff, bro. Yeah. That mother mangled.
Like, first of all, I wouldn't be happy about driving, period, if I drove off a cliff and survived. Now, glory be to God, I'd be like that. And listen, addiction is real. And he's on a lot of pain meds too. I think the problem was happening with him. He's getting put on codeine, and I'm not talking about syrup, but oxycodone and certain codeines for pain. And he's hitting that liquor, hitting them bottles, hitting that Don, like Rob used to say, hitting one of them Julios or something, and they ain't mixing well. And that's what's happening, man. And I really think a lot of people would say this: you're rich, why you won't just get a driver? I've heard people say this. I heard somebody do an interview about this and say the reason he don't, because he don't like having to wait on nobody when he want to go. He don't want everybody knowing where he going, including his driver. So your commitment to be a sneaky one word, a mixed one word, but still a one word, got you out here almost losing your life, dog. Like, bro, you got to have at least one ace homie that can drive you
Right.
around, that'll keep that'll do your Alicia Keys. I won't tell. I keep your secrets. They safe with me.
Right,
You gotta
right,
have at
right.
least one that got your back, dog. Cause it's just sad, bro. So I'm really, like, when I saw that and I saw the headline, I was like, man, I hope this man ain't dead. I promise you, that's what I thought, because it's happened multiple times, man. Like, remember the situation with his wife? She came after him with the golf club. All about the same stuff, man. It's like, and as a person who struggled with troubles, not liquor troubles, but troubles, period, I have sympathy for it. But man, one thing I learned: when you trying to get out of trouble, you got to place guardrails, bro. Whatever it may be, whatever trouble your trouble is, you got to get you some guardrails up. Just like when it's babies in the house and you don't want them to fall down the stairs, what you put up? Guardrails. You ain't going down there without you not gonna fall down them stairs or whatever, because you got guardrails up. So anyway, go ahead, bro.
I'll say this. The other thing he's struggling with, his body is failing on him. He didn't have 7 back surgeries.
Yep.
You dig what I mean? What he did to and in golf, your back is everything.
Yep.
You dig what I mean? The other thing I'll say is, who said this? They took away his power in women. Mr. G said it, and it
Yep.
was a wrap. Because he was known for being here go another freaky man. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Messing with porn
Womanizer.
stars and doing all that he wanted to do.
Yep.
And when he started falling from grace, it didn't work. It's just the bottom line. And then I can go there and make some jokes, but right now I'm concerned about this man's well-being, because when he crashed and flipped off that cliff, when they found this man the next Tuesday, he had no clue what had happened. No
Yep.
recollection of the crash. So and trust me, I done had nights where when I was drinking heavy like that, I done had nights where I don't remember how I made it home.
Right.
But glory be to God, I made it. You did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one more way for them to single out Tiger. So now guess what? He's not invited to the Masters no more. PGA don't want nothing to do with him.
Yep.
His own little thing where they're playing basically golf in front of the screen, like you can do Top Golf out of Dave and Buster's or whatever that place is, where you could hit it toward the thing, and that's your own league you created, and it's a possibility this may fold and you may lose your sponsorships because alcohol. Now, the one thing he has on his side, the one thing that fat cats have, the thing that they struggle with, a lot of them, that powder, that liquor and them women. So they'll have a little more grace for him because they understand the struggle he's having. They just don't like the public side of it.
Yep. All right, man. One more thing, man. We'll get into the one word of the day, then we'll get on up out of here. This one word. No. Of the day. The one word of the day is Mr. Dan Hurley. But before I show you why he's the one word of the day, I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And lastly, hit that notification bell before we get up out of here, man. One more time for your mind, as they used to say back in the day. What did Dan Hurley do? Well, one, his team beat Rob's team in historic fashion. It'll be on the One Shining Moment video, trust me, from here on out. But at the end of the game, this is what Dan Hurley did. He decided to go nose to nose with the ref. And if this was a video, you'll see he headbutted him and mugged him as he walked away. Like what? Do something. Like literally looked at him like do something. Like a one word. You know what I'm saying? Now Dan Hurley is not a one word, but that boy got some one word tendencies. I'm telling you, dog. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, bro, this was the most gangster thing I've seen. He a one word on so many different levels. He a one word for keeping it hood, and he a one word because this is out of pocket, bro.
Totally out of pocket.
I mean, he walked over there, headbutt him, looked him up and down like what we saw on the East Coast. On the East Coast, gritted on my man, and then walked away and finished celebrating, bro.
Yeah,
like he was
nuts,
totally out of pocket.
Totally out of pocket.
It was a one-word move, bro. It was a one-word. And the fact that ain't no fines came, we ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing.
I know.
Yeah, that's all I would say.
I mean,
you all one word there.
You are the one word of the day.
We said this last week that he was a one word, and he proved it at the end of this game.
Right. All right, man. So,
shoot.
Yeah. And for y'all, like D said, she missed it, and she talking about in real life. But, yeah, he was right up on him just like that, D. He bopped him upside the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, he headbutted him and mugged him and walked off. Stunning on him. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And backstory behind it, it was some calls that Duke was getting some calls. And for them to still win after all of that, that's why he did it. So that's our one word of the day. But, yo, check it out, man. We coming up to an end. We kind of went over by a minute. It may be two. You dig what I mean? But have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can it be a blessing to them? We're going to do it again. Hit that like, subscribe, notification button. You know what? And even when you're in the comment talking all that noise like Mr. G and just dogging me out and saying the universe is now equal because Duke is out, it's all good. We still love you. Mr. G, Hagens, D, everybody in the comments tonight, that's how you can support us. That keeps us going on some of them nights where we just tired. I'm talking about tired. And y'all comments help us keep going. If you want to sow a seed, Cash App, Not the Same Podcast. Go to the website, notthesamepodcast.com/support. We will have more videos editing. Look, one word had a lot of stuff going on, but you'll start seeing more videos pop up, and we'll get that done. So the bottom line is that's how you can support us. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be here on YouTube. But yeah, that's how I go.
Mr. G on Rob, boy.
I knew it, bro. I knew it. And I still don't know Mr. G College Squad.
Yeah, I still don't know. They don't root for college in Canada. They don't even call it college. They call it university, like in England. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go to university.
And Crispy ain't even on here. I actually watched 2 UFL games.
I was waiting for him because I watched the St. Louis one. That joint was good.
I watched the Battle Hawks game, and then I watched
salute to our boy Scooter. Boy, Scooter was out there.
Yeah, Scooter out there. Scooter
was out there
doing his thing. Yeah, so yeah, Crispy missed it tonight. I actually watched 2 UFL games this past weekend.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We'll be back tomorrow for our hot topic and music show, man. Make sure. Oh, Syracuse. Hey, bad year for you, brother. You better calm down.
Very bad year.
But anyway, man.
Mellow son ain't doing nothing. What is it? Caden,
yeah, he ain't get it. I mean, he's a bad coach, too. But anyway, man, we'll be back tomorrow for our Hot Topic and Music show. Make sure you tune in at the exact same time you tune in tonight, and we're going to be ready for it, man. So make sure you ready for it. But with that being said, I am C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And brother, we is out of here, man. We finna
go. Out of here.
We gotta bounce.
Boy, not the same. Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.